already. Let's talk about this a little bit more with Texas Congressman Pat Fallon. Congressman Fallon, great to have you with us as well.
John, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
First, I wanted to get your thoughts on the possibility of sending as many as 5,000 U.S. troops to Eastern Europe someplace. That's the reports now. Do you support this?
You know, I would have supported much stronger messaging from President Biden earlier. I think we might be beyond the point of no return at this point, John, to be honest. And I don't know what 5,000 troops does other than check a symbolic box. If we're really going to reinforce the Ukraine, we might be talking about 25,000, 30,000 troops, not just the troops, but we're going to need heavy equipment, and then we need air cover as well. And if these 5,000 troops go to, let's say, one of our NATO allies, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, or one of the Baltic states, well, that's all well and good, but how's that going to deter Russian aggression against the Ukraine?
Yeah, that is a question a lot of folks have. I mean, considering some of this, I guess the anti-tank ordinance are arriving as we speak right now. We're going to know very soon if that's going to do anything to stop Ukraine here. But I also wanted to get your take, just like Ambassador Hoekstra's, to what Anthony Blinken is saying. He doesn't sound very forceful in these threats of reprisals if Vladimir Putin does enter Ukraine.
No, you know, let's be really honest about something. Let's just look at the data and look at the past history, recent history. When President Trump was in office, there was absolutely no land grabs from Russia, and I don't remember really any serious rattling of sabers either. But in 2008, they invaded and stole 2 provinces in Georgia. In 2014, under President Obama, they stole the Ukraine. I'm sorry, they stole the Crimea from the Ukraine, and now they're rattling the saber again. When you project strength, dictators know one thing. They understand strength and they understand weakness. And they smelled something when President Biden took office, and he saw the debacle and the catastrophic withdrawal in Afghanistan. And there's no coincidence, too, that China, by the way, John, they flew about 300 sorties into the Taiwanese defense zone the last year President Trump was in office, and that tripled to nearly 1,000 under Joe Biden. And they're doing it again as early as yesterday. So I'm very worried that we could see a synchronous attack.
I also wanted to ask you about Hunter Biden, because GOP senators put out a report talking about some $3.5 million wire transfer that Hunter Biden allegedly got from a Russian billionaire. There also, of course, are questions about Hunter Biden's business dealings in Ukraine specifically. People think this might be, you know, something that's ancillary to the actual question at hand here, but don't we have a right to know if there are any conflicts of interest with Hunter Biden? So many people want to sweep this under the rug, but there are serious questions to be answered here, are there not?
No, there's no doubt. If that's true, it's incredibly troubling, tremendously. I mean, an immediate family member of the President of the United States is being paid millions of dollars from a foreign power, not only a foreign power, but someone that's an adversary and about to possibly start another war. Yes, we need to know the truth. And it's usually follow the money. I mean, we get accused of all sorts of things as public figures, but follow the money. If there's no money there, it probably isn't true. But if there is money there, it probably is. And that's incredibly worrisome.
Yeah, and on a separate topic, too, I want to talk about the January 6th committee. AG Merrick Garland and members of the U.S. House Select Committee, of course, now they want to talk to former Attorney General William Barr. And I also wanted to get your take on what Newt Gingrich had to say about Merrick Garland and the members of the committee. Here's Newt. Well, Newt said that they could actually go to jail if for doing this. Liz Cheney says, in response to that, said this is what it looks like when the rule of law unravels. What's your take on all this?
It seems, I don't know exactly when Liz Cheney became a spokesperson for the Democratic Conference, but it certainly seems to have happened at some point. We want equal justice. That's all any American wants. We're supposed to have equal justice under the law. And I'm very troubled the fact that I think the latest thing, we don't get a lot of communication, by the way, John, from this administration or the DOJ, but it seems like there's about 40 people still being held in relation to the actions of January 6th. For over a year, now we're almost on 13 months. What are they exactly charged with, and why are they being denied bond? That's not, there are accused rapists and accused murderers that get out on bond. These people are not a flight risk. Most of them, according to the FBI, didn't even destroy any property or hurt anyone at all when they even entered the Capitol building. So if it's destruction of property, 13 months in prison? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is not equal justice, and these folks have become political prisoners.
Yeah, seems like a kangaroo court to a lot of people. Liz Cheney, formerly the GOP spokesperson in the conference, and now apparently, as you said, she's doing the talking points for Democrats. Congressman Pat Fallon, great to see you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, John. God bless. Take care.